Southern Vanguard Radio, this is DJ John Doe, and to the right of me is my man.
Woo! Oh, yeah. Yeah. Spilling drinks.
Cappuccino. We're already spilling shit.
Yeah, spilling
Cappuccino, man.
carbonated water, flavored water, man.
Well, you know, we're not spilling alcohol, so that's a positive thing.
But that's the problem. I got the jitters from not drinking. Motherfucking withdrawal going on over here, man.
That no sleep thing hit you, didn't it?
Yeah,
I jinxed you.
I got it back under control though.
I don't want to know how. I don't want to know how.
that laying in the bed looking up at the ceiling and shit. I was like, this motherfucker. I was like, here I am. What's up, homie?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm just
Sunday night.
Glad to be here.
Sunday night.
I've been cranking since 6 a.m., dude.
Today?
Yeah, man.
Oh man,
cranking.
That's
Deacon
hardcore.
duty. Kids were part of the church service today. My wife and I had to do children's church service during Cub Scout banquet tonight.
No nap.
I squeezed in 30 minutes.
You got 30.
That's my new
power.
That's
nap.
my new shit. I'm really trying to do like the 20, 30 minute like joint like every day.
Let me put you up on something. Mello put me up on something when we was in school. 30-minute power nap. Put a pillow between your legs. Pause. and it's supposed to like balance your chi or some shit. I don't know. Shouts out to Mello.
That sounds like some Mello shit.
You know, Mello be on that shit. Hell yeah.
I wasn't expecting that tip, but thank you.
Yeah, you good, man. I think I got me one in right before I got out here too, man. So they come in handy.
I'd say, well, you know, I always have a problem with just, you know, turning the alarm off and then taking like a 2-hour nap.
Yeah.
And then I feel, if I can, and then I feel like shit.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to like, I talked to a couple of people just coincidentally last week.
Yeah.
That hit that 20 or 30 minute power nap hard.
Yeah, man.
And I've done it the past 2 days and it's worked out great.
Yeah, it'll do some things.
So I got to see if I can figure out a way to work it into my work life, which it could be challenging. I don't know. When I'm at the crib, just working from here, it's cool. I can do it.
Oh,
know?
yeah. Yeah. Especially you got a whole bed right now.
Well, that's the I don't need to do that. That's the thing. I need to like
working in the bed.
It needs
That's what I would be.
It needs to be like I don't want to get too comfortable. I want to get just comfortable enough to knock out for like 20, 30 minutes. And I got to be motivated to get my ass up after the alarm. Anyway.
Yeah.
How about you, man?
Man, just the weekend was cool, man. I had a rough Thursday and Friday. Man, I'm just trying to get my daughter through high school. She got 3 more months, homie. And that's
gonna make it?
That's my last one. You know.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's
you got grandkids?
Them ain't my kids though.
I know, but still,
they grandkids.
But they're my
and they live in Memphis.
I know, but
and they got daddies. So they good. I ain't got shit.
I still say
I love them. I ain't got shit to do with that.
You got some interventions in your future.
I'm sure I do. But
you don't bear the full brunt of the responsibility.
Exactly.
Is what you're saying.
Exactly. And if I happen to watch them, you know, over a period of time, hey, at the end of it, they got to go home. So that's real. I love that shit.
Yeah.
But
anyway.
But yeah, man, she got. You know, this is my youngest, so you know what I'm talking about. She got haters. She's always had haters. But this time it's
she pushes buttons as well.
Well, she does, but it's high stakes right now because I went to a senior parent meeting last week. So we're in the second semester of the senior year, and right now is a time where can't no fuck shit jump off. Or you don't get to walk, you don't get to cross the stage. You don't get to do none of the senior activities, no prom, no baccalaureate, none of that shit.
Does she care about all these activities?
She wants to do all of it,
okay.
But she's being tested right now.
That's key.
Yeah, so tomorrow is a big day. She got a little mediation jumping off tomorrow with her and her haters and the administrators at school.
Whoa, wait, this is like a scheduled thing.
This is
like
big.
For real.
This is big.
Oh.
It's not big enough for me though because there's no parent involvement. And, you know, we don't come from that, man. I remember vividly getting my ass whooped by my mom in the school.
Oh, yeah.
And the principal gave her the paddle.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Here you go, Miss Meeks. I'm going to step out and you take care of your business. And,
big-ass paddle with the holes in it.
And just let me know.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this bitch like, you really just handed her a weapon. Like, y'all don't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real.
Handed her a goddamn 2x4.
Dude.
Pretty much. I mean, the paddles I got in elementary school.
Dude, I remember one paddle.
High school.
I remember one paddle. Junior high was leather. It was perforated leather. But that's another story. But yeah, man, that's the difference between school now. Like there's really no parent involvement except outside of PTA.
Yeah.
But there's no longer the days where your parent can just show up and like embarrass the shit out of you in class or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's totally different.
Agreed. So I have not an exact example like that, but a similar situation happened last week with number 3, my 8-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, Tom is like, you know him.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get like a 4-paragraph email from his art teacher about how he was being disrespectful. I'm like, look, if you had the time to put together a 4-paragraph email about my son's lack of respect in the classroom, we probably need to there needs to be more than just a fucking email going on. So you just have a bad day and just wanted to fire off an email?
The next step is the face-to-face because, I really ain't trying to read this email.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It sounds like it's a problem.
But to your point.
I'll come see you. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
But she got the little mediation tomorrow, and I told her to air it out and expose everybody for who they are. And tell them basically y'all need to find somebody else to fuck with. Cause I'm on the bigger and better things. I told her to say those exact words. So
F-bombs and everything?
Yeah, fuck it. It's senior year, man. It's time to go all out.
All right.
With a bang.
You know?
Bang bang. Hell yeah.
Let me know how that goes.
I will.
Can you bug her somehow or like
I'm gonna tell her to secretly record the shit.
All she has to do is just have the little voice memo app on the phone or something. Yeah. Just hit record and just, put a face down on the table.
I need some inside scoop on that for real. Yeah, man. So that's all it is.
All right, I'll say a little prayer
Happy
for
to be here tonight,
tomorrow,
man.
And tomorrow in the middle of the day.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be a good night tonight. Yeah. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So let's get down to business. Real quick. If you're listening for the first time, perhaps you're a fan of the gentleman we have in studio with us tonight, which is outstanding.
Hell yeah.
This is Southern Vanguard Radio. We drop twice a week.
Welcome.
Tuesdays is a mix show. All new hip hop, latest and greatest shit. I'm on the wheels of steel, cutting it up. Meeks and I just popping the awfulest shit you ever heard, having a great time. Then on Thursdays, we have an interview session with an MC or DJ or could be an artist or illustrator,
photographer,
whatever. Just someone within the sphere of this culture that we love and cherish so much.
No doubt.
Make sure you follow on whatever your platform is: SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher Radio, Google Podcast, Spotify Podcast, YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say Stitcher Radio? Yeah, Stitcher Radio. Yeah,
just now. Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of Stitcher Radio, I just remembered. If you'd like to find out some inside info on this show, actually, the homie Brian at We Going In, dropped an interview last week with us.
Is it on Stitcher?
Well, he just said he listens to us on Stitcher, so when I said Stitcher Radio, it made me think about that.
Yeah. Y'all need to go check that interview out too. It was very nice.
Yeah,
very nicely done. A lot of people have been asking when we were going to be interviewed, and
the tables were turned.
Yeah, the tables were turned for sure.
Yeah.
And we popped some shit on there too. Yes. So in pure Southern Vanguard fashion,
yeah, we did.
You'll enjoy it.
So hit the bio links in all our social media accounts. We got a link right at the top of our Linktree profile. Yeah. You can check that shit out.
Also, we went over 2,000 followers on SoundCloud too. 2002.
2,000 organic followers.
Yes.
Not a single fucking one paid for.
Nah, we don't do that.
Yeah, it's all real shit
money
here. Yeah, exactly. No money.
No money for
no
that
money.
shit.
No money. But anyway, those are all the platforms. Go follow us there. Meeks, we have some affiliates that help spread the word.
Yes, atlhiphop.com. I am classic rawradio.net. Return to BoomBap, WRBB, X Squad Radio, X Squad affiliates, all those in Atlanta. And then we venture out to the West Coast with Soul Public Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Cali.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get down to this interview.
Let's do it.
This gentleman here, how do I even begin this?
Well, first, he's in studio with us.
He's in studio, which is incredible.
Yeah.
He's been an ATL resident for some time.
Mm-hmm.
He's a native of PG County, Maryland, the DMV. I know a number of his cohorts and associates.
No doubt. I do too.
But didn't meet the gentleman until about 2 years ago, which is a damn shame at a Blueprint show, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's where we first met. So without any further ado,
No doubt.
the one and only Joe.D.
Joe.D Music. What's up, man?
What's up, man? What's going on?
You got it.
Joe.D.
Hey, man, I'm here.
We here. We here.
I rose dolo from state to state. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
We in here, man. Shit.
Oh,
Go ahead,
shit.
Meeks. About to
What's
wrap.
up? Talk to me.
Sideways,
Talk
figure
to me,
eight,
man.
We infinite and really out to get it.
Hey.
All of y'all suckers that bit it. Never mind. Y'all
Yeah, man.
bring it up. So, oh, shit.
What?
Oh, we coming here bringing up old shit, Joe.D.
Man, I don't know, man. Talk to me, man. What's going on?
Not much, man.
You,
glad
man.
Glad
man.
you in here with us.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
No doubt.
So,
Real.
Joe, you dropped
What's
the
up?
record on us out of nowhere
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks ago.
It was a month ago.
Oh, shit.
A
A
month
month
ago
ago
today.
now. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I got 2 anniversaries right now. I got the 2-year of my Kairos album
Yes,
and the
you
1 month
mentioned that.
anniversary of this new album.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Congratulations, my
No
man.
doubt.
Salute.
Absolutely.
Salute.
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 To my
Salute.
non-drinking friends.
That's
No
right.
doubt.
Like I said, come back on March 8th.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll do
Joe
the
D
story.
is drinking one of the finest Proseccos I've seen in a long
man.
time.
Yeah, that's why.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight out of south side of Italia.
Santorini. No, I don't know. Fucking finest grapes. You know what I'm saying?
Squashed by virgin
You know
feet.
what I'm saying?
There you go.
Fresh pedicured feet. You know
Clean.
what I'm saying?
Clean,
Yeah.
pedicure.
Salt scrub.
Hell yeah.
You know? Yeah, man.
Man, tell us about this album, man. It looks pretty thorough.
Appreciate it, man.
Alphonsa.
Alphonsa,
New
yeah.
EP out right now.
Yep.
Released January 9th, 2020.
Yes, sir.
You got features from Substantial, Ace
Yes,
of
sir.
Godzilla.
Uh-huh.
Yamin Somali,
Yes,
the
sir.
homie.
Yeah, I
The
mean.
homie.
Produced, written, and arranged, and performed by Joe D.
Yep.
And
And
look-
perform.
And performed. And look like my little
like
cousin played the bass on this joint.
Oh, you talking
Who
about
is
Brandon?
Brandon Meeks?
Oh, yeah. Shout out Brandon. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So the project is named after my big brother, man. Like he's always with me, man. He passed away like 12 years ago.
Wow.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay.
yeah, man. So, me just putting out this music, man, it's, every project I put out is for him. But,
Okay.
I wanted to, just put something out,
Right.
in his honor. So,
That's what's
so
up.
yeah. So it's a
You had this swirling around in your head for a while?
for a long
Joe,
time.
or- Okay.
Yeah, man. I sit with music for a minute.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like let it marinate. It's actually a companion project to the first album because it's 4 original tracks and then there's 4 remixes from the first album,
Yeah,
Kairos.
I noticed that somewhere
Okay.
that it was a
Yeah.
companion. So what's
Yeah.
the backstory on that?
I wanted to drop it way early and then it, so I just sat on it though. But it's just, just wanted to make, true remixes like new songs out of these
Mhm.
themes that, seem to resonate with a lot of people. So
Okay.
So I was like, okay, let's just do 4 new ones, and then I'll just, do 4 remixes from Kairos, and it,
Gotcha.
it just
Okay.
worked out.
Came out like that.
Yeah.
Right.
It just worked. I don't do like, how people like record like 40 songs and pick the best.
Yeah.
I usually just put, I put out what's finished, man, and like shit been working out for me, man.
That's what's up.
Like,
I would agree with that.
Yeah, like, you're gonna hear you're gonna hear 95% of the shit I record. Like, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
all
like,
right.
it's really like that. Like,
That's
what's
interesting.
up.
So yeah.
So a lot of thought does go into it.
Yeah,
then,
too much though.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
there's a lot of overthinking going on.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you do it that way, when you approach it that way, you don't have to record goo gobs 150 songs.
I only record when I feel
really,
it. Like it's nothing that I like think
Exactly.
about. Like I do all my overthinking like after I record, if that makes sense. But like while I record, like I just really just record the first thing that comes to mind, and it's been working out, man. And like that's how I finish. Actually, like you talk to any artist, they'll have 30 or 40 half done, songs.
Right.
I just roll with, like the first thing that comes to me.
Yeah.
And like at these albums, what I'm saying? Like it's the only way I could do it,
That's what's up.
So,
I mean, given you're handling everything from production to, the writing, what comes, does something usually come first? Does the beat or the
I'm a producer,
production?
man.
Yeah.
I'm a producer by, started out, trying to be a DJ back in the day when I was like 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
Started producing at 15. So, and I didn't really like get into rapping until like later on. So like I'm a producer first. So I'm just in there just banging out beats.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll hear something. It's usually like a cadence of like a chorus. So I'll hear something and like I'm just mumbling like over the track. Like I got a whole bunch of like concepts, of me just mumbling, sounds, and then like those turn in, those turn into like lyrics like for the chorus. So so that's how it goes. So so like it's normally, track first. I'm in the car, you know what I mean? And I just start humming something, and then like that'll turn into the chorus, and I write the verses.
Okay,
so
been producing since 15. What was
Since
your
15.
first?
Damn, that's strong, man.
I've been making rap records since the 10th grade.
What was the first piece of
Shout out to Ice
equipment,
Cube, man. First piece of equipment was 2 tape decks. I was making,
that'll get it
I was
done.
making like pause tapes for a while.
Yeah.
Then I got my first DJ set at 13. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to moms. I got it out the back of the Source.
Yep.
Oh,
I remember
Upstairs
that.
Records in like New York.
I remember
one of
that.
the packages.
Yeah.
Like the ground level, like beginner joint with like 2 Gemini, like two
Gemini
like
joint. I was getting ready to say.
belt drive Geminis with the 2-channel mixer. Like, let me get to that.
Hell yeah.
So, So then I sold that, and then I bought a Scratchmaster Gemini with like 8 seconds of like sample time on it.
On the mixer.
Right,
Yeah.
on the mixer. So like,
Was it the 19? Was it the big one?
it was like it was like a wider.
See, I had that was my.
A
That
lot
was
of people
my,
had that one though. A lot of
I
people
had that one.
Yeah,
and that was how I got into making beats originally. Was
Right.
I had that, and it had like 4 banks. Did it have like 4 banks on it?
Yes, it had 4 banks, and it
Yeah.
had 1 knob for like pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 knob for pitch and like 4 banks, and you had to use
It's
that
the
8
same mixer.
seconds.
God
Yeah.
damn. Y'all
Yeah.
realize we telling all our ages right now.
I'm
Oh,
old.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is OG. This
Oh,
is,
yeah. Oh,
This is
yeah.
OG.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I would,
Damn.
like loop a drum.
Yeah, a long way from Ableton right now.
Oh man,
Oh,
we
goddamn.
way back.
Yeah.
This like 92. Like
Yeah.
you know, what I
Yeah,
mean, like
man.
I'm looping like tribe beats just to,
Have
just try to
something.
figure it
Yeah.
out. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. So that, and then
So DJing was really the intro, and the
foundation
production.
of
Okay.
like beat matching and the transitions and like counting beats and stuff. That like
Uh-huh.
DJing is like the foundation. Like,
Yeah.
So and then in 97 I got an ASR X when it first came out, like
Yep.
which I made a bunch of stuff on that, man. Like that is like my favorite like piece of equipment, and like what I'm saying, like I put it like over the MP.
That's
which
crazy.
everybody wants to.
Yeah. ASRX heads are hardcore
Yeah.
like that though.
It was
Jay Sinai's on the ASR.
Yeah,
shit.
right.
Jay Sinai,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just like the sequencer was kind of iffy. That's the only thing, but it was a great thing. Like I still have mine, but now I just
That was the
work
first
on-
drum machine to like lay the pads out like a keyboard.
piano, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's
And
still
Dallas
great.
Austin bit it like 10 or 15 years later with that. Remember when Dallas Austin came out with his little beat machine about
What was
5
it
years
called?
ago?
It was called the.
I don't know, but it was
blue and black.
Yeah.
What was it called?
I don't know, but it looked like the buttons were laid out, and like I remember when the shit dropped, and everybody thought that this was like fucking genius. I'm like, the goddamn ASR X
the same way.
I'm thinking it's like 01, 02 ish. Around that
longer
time,
than 5 years ago.
Yeah,
okay,
it was a while ago. Yeah. But that's
So
anyway,
crazy.
I digress.
Yeah. So now I make all my
Sorry.
stuff like on the PC, which is you know like the old school like hip hopper in me. It's like, no, son, you gotta But like once you make the transition, man, you see how it just like streamlines everything. It makes everything easier. So So that's it.
So did you come from like a musical family? Like, was your mom or dad into music?
My dad's side,
your brother? Or?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad's side is, they all like into music, you know what I'm saying? From like playing the guitar, singing. So like, like Pops was like an audiophile, He had a reel to reel. He had a reel to reel. He had all, so I used to just, like listen to all his tapes and stuff, steal his stuff, so.
You were doomed.
Yeah. He didn't have a chance in the world.
Man, yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Gift and a curse.
Born into it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like this is like 85. I was making, hitting play and record, like trying to, like record my voice over and over again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was making pause tapes at 8.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So it was just in me, man.
That's crazy.
Damn, that's dope.
So yeah, man.
That's crazy.
That's it.
Joe, I wanna know who these 3 little badass kids on this cover.
All right. In the middle is my brother, Alphonsa, so rest in peace.
Okay.
That's me on the right making that
this shit.
Star Trek / Illuminati hand signal.
Throwing up gang
throwing up
that shit does look crazy.
Throwing up Crip and blood up there. And then on the right is my cousin Mo.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, shout out to Mo, man.
That's a great pick, man.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, man.
Wow.
Just showing, I'm saying like the innocence and
yeah,
it was all good back then, man. We didn't know how we didn't know how well we had it.
So exactly. So are the names of the project Kairos and this one connected, or
not necessarily?
Okay.
You'll see like later on, like when I drop the next couple, no, is the short answer.
Okay. All right.
But like later on, like you'll see like a pattern. Like I'm
you
big
will
on
okay.
patterns,
Okay.
I got OCD, so it's like
okay.
like you'll look back and say, okay,
this makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what's up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Your records your records are personal, man. I love that about them because I don't feel like we get a lot of those records these days.
Yeah.
Like especially kind of how do I say this? Like in the I guess kind of in our age group and like as far as like indie rap goes, or indie hip hop goes, the subject matter oftentimes isn't very dense, and I feel like you definitely achieved that with this one for sure.
Thank you. I try to just write about what I know and write about what I've been through. You know what I mean? And I try not to. I don't think like even like more like the more so like conscious records don't come across very very like preachy because it's something that I've been through. It's something that I've like things that I like like struggle with. So it's just I have to like feel something like personal for me like to put it down in a song. So it never really sounds forced or anything. So but yeah like you're right, like a lot of like the underground is I'm not big on like rapping about rapping.
Right.
Like sometimes I do it, but I just think like a lot of like the underground.
Yes.
They are as one dimensional as the radio people that they be, talking shit about, like
no doubt about it. I mean, it happens on this show, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the shit that we play, like, it is, finding enough material that is consistently, has a little bit denser subject matter or has more meat on the whatever, right? It's just hard to come by.
People don't want to be vulnerable or they want to curate their, I don't know, like they don't want to come from like a real place because it could be like embarrassing. It could be, and like rap was always, it's always like, I'm the biggest and best.
bravado.
But there's always space to, like we all like, wrestle with certain things, so that's just real. Like not that that's just real. Though.
Nah, you got to be able to tap into your artistic side, man. That's what it is. It's just like, of course we do what we do, but it's also an opportunity to, kind of let people in, man. Yeah. It'll go a whole lot farther too, man.
I think so, man.
The fans and people can appreciate that shit.
Yeah. And like, I mean, and really like as an older, like, MC, like a lot of like the older MCs that come out with new stuff, they spend a lot of time like complaining about like the state of hip hop.
Yes.
And it's just like, I understand your gripes, but give me something else to listen to. Like, I don't want to have to turn on the radio and hear something. And then I, go to the OGs and they're just complaining about the stuff on the radio.
Yes, exactly.
Give me something that, so like that's, that's the void I feel I think is
you
like,
definitely
it's
feel
like
that void,
OG, but like, like it's dope, but it's like relatable and it's not like too preachy and I'm not coming across like a bitter,
right.
Like I love being, like I'll be 43 this year.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here. Like I done lost so many people.
Yeah.
I'm happy. And like I want to, like make songs for people that, drop kids off and, like, like stuck in traffic. You got people that
use it for people that made it like you did.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it, man. Yeah. So that's So I just make songs that I feel, man.
That's dope,
and that's it.
And still elevating too your craft.
Yeah,
right. I mean, that's what I like. I loved it when we mentioned Superstition, earlier.
Yeah, shout out to Super.
Yeah, but I was just telling Natalie, my wife, a couple weeks ago. We saw Super at the 5th anniversary show or something like that, and we were talking about it. And I was just like, it's just so crazy because he just keeps getting better and better and better. And I feel like there are a group of folks that are like yourself and like Super that are 40 plus, right? We're all 40 plus in this room right here, like that are still elevating in this craft. Like it doesn't have to stop at 30 and 35. Having all that experience like lends itself to like you just keep getting better and better. It becomes more effortless and more natural. And
yeah, man.
The music just continues to get better. You know?
Man.
It's
like you've seen some things, man. Like there's like there's a sense of clarity, man. Like reaching 40. You know what I'm saying? Like you realize you're not, like shit is like finite, and you ain't gonna be here forever,
right?
And like you done took enough L's to really, like like to know what's really like important in life, So like that information is like very very valuable, and you put it in like song. A song format, So, what I'm saying? Like, you're going to bless somebody. You're going to bless somebody.
Right.
That's thinking, they up against all these like artificial like timelines and I need to be, this place at a certain age and it's never too late for you, man. You just,
That's very true.
Like it's always room to grow, man.
No doubt. Yeah.
Joe, what was it like cutting your teeth up in the DMV area, man?
Man, it was good, man.
Okay.
There's a lot of talent up there. What I'm saying? We ran up and down like the U Street scene. You know what I mean? Like, folks like Kev Brown, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like a whole bunch of folks, a whole lot of like talented people that I can kind of pull from and like you got to, you had to step your game up. Like you had to be sharp, man. You got folks like YU, you know what I'm saying? You got folks like Oddisee out there
no doubt.
Killing it. Like I wasn't going to get on that mic and you know what I mean? Like play with nobody.
Right.
So it was a lot of talent. It was very, what I'm saying, with the whole, like the whole like go-go scene was like thriving or whatever. So it was kind of like rapping, like back in like the 90s, man, rapping was kind of corny, you know what I mean? Like, there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but like, what I'm saying? Like, I'm a hip hop.
Go-go is the thing up
that
there.
That is like, like that is like the like official music.
Yeah.
So like you wouldn't be like, it could be like a major, like, what I'm saying, like a rap artist that come in town. They can't be on the same bill as a go-go band, bro. They'll get,
cause
like, I'm telling you, like, but it was cool though, man. It was like a whole lot of talented folks, man. And like that's how I got dope, I think, is just being around like, like all these dope, like extremely dope, like, like artists or whatever. So.
And you've been in Atlanta for how long?
12 years.
12 years.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea.
Consider yourself
11 and a half. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself, in the realm of releasing music, like still a DMV artist, or is it, I don't know. Do you keep track of what's going on up
for sure, man. I'm always consider myself a DMV artist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like specifically a Prince George's County, Maryland artist.
Okay, got you.
Like that's who raised me. Like that's how I learned all of this stuff that you're hearing now.
I'm the same way. Yeah.
Much love to Atlanta for sure.
No doubt.
Man, I done made some, great friendships. You know what I mean? But, like home is home. And like, that's where I get it from. Like, that's where I get my attitude. That's what, like all the stuff you hear, like in anything that I do, like I always try to bring that, flavor. So like, all the flavors from PG.
Gotcha.
So for sure. So.
Got you. We hear. I recently heard about some rumblings up there within the scene. It's a lot of hate flying around up there.
Okay.
What's going on with cats? I mean, maybe you don't know much about it, but it just seemed like some of the artists you just got through talking about are really like all of the artists that you know about. You know what I mean? So it's just like it doesn't seem like there's a lot of room for that to seep in. It can be a good thing, right?
There's a lot of artists, man. You got, you got folks like Substantial, you got Godzilla, you got XO, you got
oh my God, that new Uptown XO
record.
Oh
my God, that daggone culture over corporate, shout out to Drew Dave. Like
remember that joint we played Meeks with when Pocket was over here? Hit him with the hard.
Oh yeah.
That's the joint. Yeah. So it's a lot. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the. People tend to say like the area is like crabs in a barrel, which is true to like a certain extent. But I mean, like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's still some unity. There's still. I don't think it's any more hate than any other city. I mean, we just got. It's a different kind of vibe up there, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole DC, like political vibe kind of spills over.
It is different.
Into, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's more so that than, like it's a lot of people that do like show love and, so yeah.
That's what's up.
That's it.
So Joe, you're obviously a beast on the boards, man, but your pen game is not shabby either. I mean,
thank you, man. Thank you.
Like, I mean, wait till you hear these. Fucking just the first joint on Alphonsa, Dwayne.
Yeah, Dwayne. Yeah.
I mean,
so dude. I came up like, yeah, man. Like again, like growing up in the area, man. I was in a group in high school, and then I had a group called Dirty Water, which was like like a pretty big deal back home. I'm saying, rap with this guy named Cool Cee Brown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, so like I've always been around like the best MCs. And so I just had to step my game up, so
I can't front, man. I didn't know your pen moved like that.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
the past two records.
It took a while though, man. It took a while.
You see this Joe.D and Cool Cee Brown have been referred to as the Paul McCartney and John Lennon.
Rest in peace. Hey, hold up. First of all, man, rest in peace to Cool Cee Brown. That's my brother.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
The best MC I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. You gotta get into that. Yeah. So like, like we were in a group. I mean, like I was the producer, he was the MC.
Yeah.
I rapped too.
Yeah.
But this dude was like the best, like he's the best rapper, I've ever heard in my life. So
crazy.
Really?
So I kind of, took a lot from him and like learned a lot from him, how to, like structure, certain things. Cause like he would just flip shit like nobody else would, man. So I've been around a lot of folks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Helped me along. And now I think like I'm one of, I'm up there now too, I think, because of, I sit back and, like listen and, like, so
being around
again,
it.
you know what I mean? Like you always want to just keep learning. Like I don't know everything,
Yeah.
So I just, what I'm saying, like to sit back and observe. So man, I think I'm just
at what point did y'all get compared to McCartney and Lennon though? That's crazy. That's
crazy. Claude said it in a verse one time, and it just kind of stuck. Man. We just writers, man. We were just writers.
That's hard right there.
We writers, man. Like from writing, you know what I mean? Like the verses, and you got the choruses, you got the refrains, you got all type, like, you know, we just writers, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a writer, you know? So, you know, that's it, man. You know, I feel like, you know, sometimes rap can get kind of formulaic, I guess.
Yeah.
16 bar,
for sure.
4-bar hook,
for sure.
16 bar. You listen to my songs, I don't think any of them have that. Some of them may have the format, you know what I'm saying? It's a viable format for a reason.
Right.
But I kind of, you know, like to keep the
listener,
keep you guessing. Like, soon as you get, you know, soon as you think you got the handle on it, switch it up, panning, you know, you'll hear shit going left and right and all. Like I love stuff like that.
That's
like,
what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I just thought about? Like, the DMV has turned out like the most vicious number of producer MC, like, got folks that did both. So YU, MC and
shout
producer.
Out to YU. That's my brother, man. We work.
Joe D, MC and producer. Kev Brown, MC and producer. Oddisee, MC and producer. Who else?
It's a lot of us, man.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of us.
Wow.
Man.
Like, that's unusual. I mean, that's kind of unusual, especially for everyone to be so fucking good.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't really see it until I moved. I'm like, we were all, you know what I mean? Because like we all came up in the same area. We all came up doing the same.
But that's a testament
shows
to,
and you know, like open mics at Bar None on U Street and all that shit. It was like,
is that a testament to not having a, how do I want to say it? A stapled producer for that area.
I don't know,
like you
man,
guys had, like with Go-Go being the main thing up there, you had to make your own way. Is that, you think that's part of it?
I can't speak for the other guys, man. I think that may have something to do with it. I honestly don't know, man. I think, you know, for me, it was just, I'm making these beats. I need somebody to rap on these beats. I got ideas.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I can't find nobody rapping my beats. You know, I'll rap on my shit now.
Yeah.
I think it's more so of just like the attitude up there is like, man, we just gonna get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
I was just talking about that. You know, I produced, for lack of a better term, I produced the first EP we did, The Large and the Life.
Yeah.
Meeks
is a ghost producer.
Shouts out to G Supreme for coming in and tightening all that shit up. But I had laid out the foundation. I didn't know how to work the MPC that well. I had a crash course on that shit. And but I put some shit together, and G came through and was like, I see where you're going. He was like, let me do this, let me do this, let me do that. But that shit about killed me, man. And then I had to write over all that shit. So I was like, man, I write. That's all. That's what I do. I write. I rhyme. That's it. The production. I mean, I hear things. I do have an ear, but I gotta give it to John Doe. I gotta give it to Pocket or somebody else like that. You know, I can't.
It's torture.
Yeah,
it's torture. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, like, there's been plenty of 5 a.m. mornings, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be to work at 8:30 and shit. Like the smallest thing will like drive you crazy. And you gotta stick with it. It's like, you know, like if you rap, no shade, like, you know, you go in, like you spit your verse and you nail it, you can go home.
Yeah.
After you go home, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a producer.
You leave it with the producer. Right. He got work to do.
Or, like there's like an engineer, there's somebody that's got to sit with it, and, and that's us. And
right,
But it got to be like a labor of love, because it's like, if you don't love it, like, why the fuck would anybody do that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just,
man.
Yeah. But you got to get it right. Like, you hear it in your head, and like you have a vision, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see it through. So
man.
It's tough, but we get it,
Them goddamn 5 songs almost made me stop rapping. I was like, God damn.
It was like the snare, like each,
Man, I had one loop that had some shit on the end of it. I couldn't figure out how to cut that shit off the end, and it was driving me crazy. Yeah. I'm like, why does that shit keep playing?
Yeah,
I just like you know what?
Yeah, you said like you didn't really know your way around.
Yeah,
I
did not know at all. Like I'm surprised I was able to put the bones down, because it was just Boy, I was pulling my fucking hair out. I was like, man, I don't know how motherfuckers do this shit right here.
Like, once you do it like over and over again,
you
like,
got to get,
like, you develop like a workflow and like, like you're way more like official.
Really, the story goes, the MPC was hot and they needed a place to keep it. And it ended up being at my apartment. So I just took advantage while I had
let me
it.
plug this shit in and see what I can do, man.
See what I can do with it.
Mix, I told you not to touch that.
Right. This shit, you should have left it over here, goddamn. Hell yeah.
Hey, man,
So, Joe, what's the clip? We're hopping all over the place. What's the clip that you play when the new record dropped? It's the gentleman with his wife who was talking about you and like how you were. Who is that?
That's my brother. Fonzo.
That is your brother.
Yeah,
okay,
that's my brother and
that's
my sister-in-law and my sister-in-law at our wedding reception. So that's like the best man toast.
Oh wow!
Okay.
So that was old footage from back in 2004.
Oh, that's
what was dope about it is I think I saw that clip first. You dropped that before the record came out, right?
I dropped it like the day before the record.
Okay, so I saw that clip and I thought it was dope because what did he say? He's like, used to be known as Little Looch.
Nah,
or
Little Nooch. Little Nooch. Yeah,
Little Nooch, yeah.
Like that was my nickname back in the day. Like my parents used to call me that for some reason. I still don't know why. But
and then he was like that. This 4-eyed guy on the screen back. Was there a picture?
Dwayne, like they, like had like a slideshow, and like I used to wear these thick ass like Coke bottle glasses. So
that clip is so dope, but I loved how you integrated it into the first cut on the record, man. That was so dope. Like,
like
that was a nice surprise, and the whole shit
switched
up.
Yeah, the part 2 that should have been like a separate track probably, but like that's one of my favorite. That's one of them ones that kind of get me right here. Like thinking about my brother and then just thinking about anybody, saying this is for anybody who lost a loved one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just losing somebody like that close to you is really like it's real. It's real.
Right.
It's like really really hard thing to go through, and that's it, man.
It got my attention, man. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this guy is coming like this, like right off the rip.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, seriously, man. I mean, when I heard the record the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, like what in the world is going on here?
Man. Appreciate that.
And then every joint after that was just, it kept expanding. And it was funny. Well, we were talking about how I ran into Kev a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I walked in and, he was actually listening to Kairos, but I was talking to Kev. I said, "Man, I was like, did Joe bring what happened with this record?" I'm like, "Have you heard it yet?" He's like, "No, I haven't heard it yet." I was like, "I don't know, man. Like, did he hire did he get like a bass player and like, dude, this thing just sounds so lush and so big, man. Like, what did you do?"
It's I studied Andre Young.
Oh.
That's it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Look, Dr. Dre. That's it. That's I studied
how he
on
builds
the
up,
like
how
on
he
the Chronic, man.
Track.
Yeah, I would never forget like the sequencing on the Chronic. It's like a movie. It kind of just goes through like so that I kind of take from that, and I'm very much into like building, some sort of like landscape, right? So, life is just like layers and shit, some shit's coming from the left side, some shit coming from the right side.
Yeah.
It's like, like there's always some stuff going on. Like a lot of rap is just, okay, we'll drop the beat out for like a fourth of the beat and like bring it back. And that's the extent of their, sequencing, what I mean? I kind of I'm just making all these changes like to keep you guessing and, just keep it like interesting, man.
Yeah.
Cause I get bored easily. So, you know what I'm saying? So like I change it up for me, but but it like works out. There's always something going on. Yeah. What I mean? Like, you always got to listen like with headphones on cause you'll hear more what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't listened to it in headphones yet. I gotta do that
man.
next.
So it's
I'm
good
gonna
that
listen to it in the car.
Yeah, man. So like it feels good for you to hear that.
Yeah.
In it, so so like, I'm really big on like sequencing.
Okay.
Sequencing like whole projects and sequencing like the individual songs within the projects. I think is very important.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your sleeper cut on the new record? I mean, there's some remixes. It might be a little tough, but...
it's kind. I don't look at it like album, but it's all new to everybody anyway. So, okay, let me answer your question though. I would say either Pale Ale or Free.
Okay.
I think Free.
Why those?
Their Pale Ale is a song about gentrification, but it's like a different, spin on it, so it may not make sense at first. Like the first verse is from like one person's, view, then the second, verse is from like a different person, and then like at the end of the verse, like they kind of meet. But I think it's a new way to look at a known known issue. So I think that may be the sleeper. It as well is it's like the last song before you go into like the remixes. So I think it's like one of my favorite records. It is one of my favorite records.
Really?
Yeah,
okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Sure.
So you kind of feel like that kind of wrapped up the record, or it was kind of like a transition period before.
Yeah, it's like a good. It's a good like punctuation or a good segue like into the remixes from Kairos. So that's one of my favorite records, man.
Nice.
And, I'm saying I could get to sing on there too. I love singing too. So
that is you singing on
that's
the record.
me doing everything. Like yeah.
Motherfucker singer too.
I mean, I can hold it.
I'm telling you, man, you showing out on this record, man.
That's crazy.
I played it for YU. He came down here. I think it was like last year sometime when I played it for him. He was like, "Young." He was like, "Yo, you singing like shit on this joint." I wasn't sure if that was a compliment or not. I was like, because it's a lot of singing on that motherfucker, man. Yeah. And I wasn't sure. I was like, damn, am I crooning too much on this?
Right.
And Chris Brown on it. But I was like, man, just let it fly.
Yeah, just let it go,
fly,
man.
Because it's like what I feel, man. Just like I said, like I make the beat and like whatever, like whatever pops in my head, it's like. That's it. I don't overthink it. I just lay it down, and if it's singing, I'll do that. If it's rapping, I'll do that. So
wow.
So it's not a lot of thought. It's like more feeling than thought. If that makes sense. Yeah, man. So it's fun. Nice. Like it got to be fun, and like now, like I can pinpoint the exact moment when I'm forcing it.
Yeah,
and I just shut. I the exact moment I'm like, nah, no.
Yeah.
So
that's what's up.
So that goes back to like knowing, having that experience and
being
knowing
40, being 40 plus, for real, like being 40 plus, like I know, like it. So, but it's just fun. Like it has to be like fun, like recording it. Even like the more like heavier songs, they got to feel like I'm like bouncing just like it was like a happy song because I just know.
Oh yeah,
because it's like a you hear stuff in your head, and sometimes it doesn't convert. But when it does, it's like, yes, like, it's a great feeling, man. I like making like something from nothing, man. It's just, it's just,
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, man. And then hopefully, like I make it for me.
Yeah.
I make all my music for me.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I like never really have anybody else in mind when I record. And like, I think that's a great thing.
Okay.
So I make it for me. And if, people who, live like me or think like me or been through the same things as I've been through,
it'll resonate with them.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Exactly. Yeah. That's it.
Right.
Joe, you was on Techniques last week over there at Georgia Tech Radio.
Yes,
How was that?
And
how was just your stint here in Atlanta? How has Atlanta been to you? What's it been like for you to be here?
Man, it's been great, man. Shout out to Ram Mo and Juanito, man, and DJ Yogi. Yeah, I had a great time over there, man. It's great, man. Being in Atlanta has been great, man. I went to school in Durham, North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? NCCU, man, you know what I mean? Shout out to all my Eagles out there, man. Eagle Pride. And as somebody coming from Maryland, I knew I would move back down to the South at some point, man.
Okay.
It was just, like the Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
It's a real thing, you know what I'm saying? Mom's from North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Pops from Georgia.
Okay.
So I'm familiar with the South, but I never lived in the South until I went to college.
Okay.
So I was like, man, this is This is good.
And
So
you got
I knew,
hooked on it
I
then,
knew at some point, man, because like back home, man, like I love home.
Yeah.
But it's hustle and bustle, man. It's hustle, man.
Yeah.
Nobody, like they don't.
Yeah.
You can't speak to nobody that you don't know personally, like man.
Yeah, DC is wild.
It's wild, man.
Wild.
So you know what I'm saying. Like I love it, but I think this is a good place for me to raise a family, and so yeah, man, it's been great. It's been fantastic.
Dope.
Yeah,
Good to hear.
I didn't realize you've been here this long.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I
crazy.
moved down fall of 08.
Damn, all right.
Like, you know what I mean, like right after my brother passed too, man.
Oh,
right,
wow.
Right after that. So
Okay.
it just happened like that. So
Yeah.
it's been good, man. It's been good.
Good.
It's been good. Like I'm happy, man.
All right.
Yeah.
What's going on, Godzilla, man?
Godzilla, we are currently working on Ace's solo album.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Already, like we just had one session and it came out with 4 like ridiculous. Like I'm super like excited about the project.
Really?
That's
You're
crazy.
doing all the production?
I'm not gonna do all of it, man.
Okay.
Shout out to Praise. Hopefully Praise get on there.
Oh,
Praise
yeah.
is
Praise.
a beast.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
God.
Shout out to Praise. So it's gonna come together. Like I am, super excited about that.
Oh, you trying to take people's heads off? You got Praise on the board too.
Man, Praise is crazy with it, man.
Yeah.
Man, shout out, man. Is it something about Prince George's County, Maryland, bro?
Yeah, right.
It's something in the water, man.
Yeah,
but not Praise, like man, vicious.
Nice.
So, yeah, man. Shout out to Praise.
Joe,
All
what did you do on Boog Brown's Late Bloom?
The Late Bloom,
Yeah.
man. That was a great time, man. Shout out to Bug. I did Bite to Eat.
Okay.
I did, like of course I did Pillow, which is one of my favorite records.
Mm-hmm.
What else I do? Shit. Damn, man, you put me on the spot. I did, Pillow. Oh, I did on the one block. And you don't stop. Make a record. I did that joint. I think that's it.
Okay.
I think. I know I'm probably forgetting something.
So that was probably like fairly early in
I
your
had-
time here.
Yeah, I've been
you
there.
connected with them.
Yeah, it was
prior?
like year 4. I didn't come down here to like, make music, you know what I mean? It just kind of happened, just,
Okay.
like just because of my love, like my love of hip hop or whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out to Illustrate. I met everybody
Hey,
through
what up,
Illa.
Ella?
Yeah. So like I met everybody through Illustrate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Illa. So
A
yeah.
good person to meet when you get down here.
Oh, for sure.
Hell yeah.
For sure, man. Shout out to Ella, man. Shout out to, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the whole working class music group.
No doubt.
All of them, man. So yeah, man. So
All right.
I didn't come down here for that, you know what I'm saying? But then, I just kind of, just led to it and then met some folks, you know what I'm saying? And just, just went.
So wait a minute, were you going away from music when you moved down here? Is that what I'm hearing?
I was there was a time when I kind of was not really working, you know what I mean? Like, and then like this is right before I hooked up with, Ace and that, you know what I'm saying? Like Ace and Godzilla. I thought about it. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Then, I had, like a great tragedy in my life, so my brother passed and I just felt lost, man.
Gotcha.
And but I knew I had to raise these kids, you know what I'm saying? I had one son, you know what I'm saying? I had one on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to figure out my life. I'm like 31 at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I still want to be out here trying to do this music shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing, like I'm making good money. So I don't know. I don't know, man.
I got
it was, it just, I don't know, man. It was a weird.
Was that
like
the
a very
bumpiest
weird
time for you throughout?
Sure,
okay,
for
gotcha.
sure, man.
Gotcha.
I didn't know what to do,
Yeah.
man. But thankfully,
Yeah, that'll
man,
make you question a lot of shit.
Hooking up with Ace and them, like, man, I did like most of like the guys other shit from here, which
Okay.
is weird. Like I did most
Oh,
of that
you
stuff.
did? I didn't realize that.
We
I mean,
only
it makes sense though.
Yeah, I think our first session was in person, like, like in DC.
Okay.
And then I moved to Atlanta like shortly after that. So like
Yeah.
most of this
Oh.
stuff I've done with Godzilla has been from here.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Crazy
Okay.
because I mean,
Yeah,
like,
because the mixtape with Erica was like 2011.
2011, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
2011,
Okay.
and like I was here. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that was a great, man. That was like a monumental, like that. Like that CPR blend tape was like one of the most important hip hop things that come out of DMV, if you ask me. Like that's what, like, it had so many people on it. Like it was like a hodgepodge of, it was like a who's who, like within, like that scene. And then just like, like the beats were crazy, everything was crazy. Then you
That's
had
how
Erica,
I found out about
then
you
had
guys.
Erica Badu hosting it, man, which was unheard of.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that was a great time, man. So,
nice.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right.
For sure.
Well, what do you got left, for the rest of 2020, man? It's early.
It's really early, man. So I dropped the Alphonsa joint last month, so I'm working on another project.
Okay.
Hopefully come out later this year.
All right.
I'm super excited about it. I ain't gonna say too much about it.
Oh, okay.
But it's gonna be one of the, I'm going all out. I'm going all out on this one. It's gonna be special, man. So yeah, maybe full length, late 2020. I'm saying we got a solo joint coming.
When's that dropping?
I don't know. I'll let you know.
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'd love to have them on the show. It'd be dope.
For sure, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure. Like those are my brothers right there, man.
Yeah.
Like, man, they, like they held me down at like one of like the most like darkest period in my
No
life,
doubt.
man. So man, shout out to Godzilla.
Word.
For sure. Like, what I mean? Like that's family. So
No doubt.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
just keep, keep moving. Trying to find like an artist. Like I want to find a young, hungry, like rapper / singer.
Yeah. Okay.
Artist to kind of groom, you know what I mean? Like I love doing stuff like that. So,
All right. Put out the bat signal.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Any artist want to be an artist. Don't want to have to worry about
executive producer all in the video.
Nah, I want to
dancing. Come to Joe.D.
Like, man, I'm a producer, man. Like I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I ain't trying to be out here rapping in front of these folks, man. Put your hands in it, and like I don't know, man. Like I'm I'm in the studio, man. That's what I do. I'm just in the studio creating these soundscapes, man. And so
I was just on your merch page, man. I see your hoodie you got over there. How's that been? Stuff like that move for you, man?
It's moving great, man.
Is
yeah,
it?
it's moving great. Like it's. I see why a lot of rappers do this shit because it's like. It's very lucrative.
Probably surprising.
I mean, it's
right.
It's
we need to talk to you off air.
We need to build with you on that.
You know what it is, though. You know what it is. I think with the actual like music, like the intellectual property, kind of like like losing value because of like it's so like
streaming.
It's like everywhere. So you got to find other ways to kind of
outlet.
And it's just like you're not just selling music anymore. Like you got to sell you got to sell like the experience. So
the brand.
Come out, the brand. Yeah. So because the music isn't like sustainable, like on its own, where you have to, what I mean, like you sell like a physical CD for $10,
right? And
it's like this is the only way that you can listen to this shit if you put the CD in the CD player.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like everywhere.
Yeah.
So now you just gotta, figure out, okay, how much,
it's gotta be another stream.
I got you know what I'm saying? Like you got
ends paid for making this record.
You got ends, you got ends that need to meet. Right.
Like a
so like that's why I mean, even like the most, major like artists do it. Like they'll drop the record and then it's like merch right there with it. Cause like they know like that merch is like a bag that they're gonna get. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta go through the label. Well, some of them do with the 360s, but like it's just you can't just put out songs anymore. It got to be something else with it.
No doubt.
So that's
I knew shit was gonna change with this merch thing when I remember when the first Prime record came out with Royce and Primo. They put out a Prime hoodie that I bought it right, and it didn't show up. So like, I emailed the info line or whatever, just asking what was up with the order. And like the person that hit me back was Royce's manager.
Wow.
I'm like, God damn. Like they're doing it really like on the ground level. I'm
what I
mean? Like that's someone at that level,
That's so like there's less money to break up. You know what I'm saying? We printing these joints out. They going out straight from, straight from like
what he told you, hold tight a little bit longer.
Yeah. Man, I mean, he hit me right back.
Yeah.
Keno. Yeah. I don't know if it's still Royce's manager or not, but
I think
it's dope.
I don't know who started that whole, but I think it was born like out of like necessity, like
of course,
like the value of these. Like people ain't going platinum and quadruple platinum no more. It's like I remember like first week sale. I remember people used to get clowned for going gold. You remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, you only went gold
300,000.
Oh, you only went platinum. You only went single platinum was like some bullshit back then. Like it's crazy. It's crazy to even think about that.
Age again.
Nah, it's crazy to even think about that.
Records.
Gold. So
then the way that you get a gold or a platinum record now is even fucking crazier.
Yeah, 1/4 of the stream times the fucking derivative of the man. It's all man.
Now I guess the way to look at it now is cats is orchestrating their own 360 deals, instead of dealing with the label, because you go to a label, they're gonna hit you in the head like that. But now I think dudes are looking at it, well, shit, why not? Why don't I get all my record sales, my publishing? I got my merch. I'm getting my performance fees when I go out on these tours. I just keep all that shit in house. This I guess this is the real time for independent.
This is the best time. Yeah, this is the best time.
Before right now, people have dabbled in it a bit, but I think right now it's like you really got to do that shit.
It's like,
or you run the risk of just getting fucked. Like you got
unnecessarily.
Like, do I want to blatantly get fucked, or do I want to have a chance to like be successful and make this shit my way? So
you got to think about like all the paywalls have been, like there was a paywall back then. You couldn't make beats unless you had $1,500 to spend on an MPC or knew somebody that had an MP with a studio and all that shit.
Right.
So like there was a paywall like associated with that. The same way like record labels, like there's a paywall with like distribution, right?
Right.
Now like everything is like streaming, like everything is like digital. And everything is
even
instant.
Digging for records.
It's
People
instant.
fucking dig for records on YouTube.
Yeah.
You have to fucking buy records.
Yeah, like technology has like torn down every paywall. So right now it's like the best time for independence. Like, can you just imagine, like back in like 95, 96, you told me that you can like, first of all, like record a whole song in your fucking phone. House. Oh yeah, in your phone. And then upload it to the world in like seconds.
Yeah.
I would have called you crazy.
Yeah.
But that's what it is now. Like you can record a song like in your house, on your phone, wherever the hell you are, and make it available to everybody in the world instantaneously.
The next
that's
hour.
Fucking crazy. It's crazy. So now you thinking, okay, so what are you like as a label going to do for me
that I can't do for myself?
Yeah. You just got to just make sure like it makes sense, because they're going to get you.
Yeah.
They're going to come,
for sure.
They're going to get their money. So, and it's crazy. So like this is the best time to, to be 40 something and put out albums.
Yeah.
I can't, like imagine me trying to be signed, trying to get signed.
Stop it.
At 42.
Man.
Niggas, get your ass. Like think about it though.
Bad boy.
I got bars. I got bars.
Still trying to get on.
Trying to get on.
Still trying to get on at age 44.
Man.
Hello, is this Death Row Records? Joe, you got anything you want to get off your chest, man? Any last words? Any you know what I mean? Just something to leave the people with.
All I want to say, man, is fuck each and every timeline, artificial timeline that has been, put in your head since you were born. Don't let anybody that hasn't done shit tell you that you can't do something. You got to believe in yourself no matter what the age is, so it's all up to you, man. See it, you know what I'm saying? You got to see it, then do it, man. Don't let anybody, tell you otherwise, man.
No doubt.
You got something in your heart, you know what I'm saying? You just got to go, just got to go for it, man. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
That's it, man. I mean, not to get too deep, but
like me, like I would, right there.
Like I put my debut album, out at 40 years old, man.
I love that.
And
I
it's
love that.
And
I love that.
Also, man, you know what I mean? Like you should always, like define success for yourself. Think about what you want. Like, like what's your price? Like what are you willing to, give up to succeed, and let that be your price. And like let that be like your situation, and like don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't be happy with whatever thing that you like
whatever your success is.
Right. You got to define.
Everyone
it for
has their own definition of what their success is.
So that's it, man.
Right.
So just live life, man. And that's it, man. That's all.
Bam, bam.
Oh, we actually got some real advice.
Hell yeah,
man.
I love it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. This
Where
was
can
great,
people
man.
put money in your pocket, man?
Yeah.
Where can they buy merch? Where can they?
Okay, you want to go to? Okay, so I am Joe.D Music on all social media. JoedMusic. You can go to eyeofsoundmind.com. EYE of soundmind.com for merch, for physical CDs, and
Get that dope PGMD.
PGMD coming like that shit ain't even. Appreciate that shit ain't even dropped yet. I'm about to drop it like officially, man. But yeah, man, I always got to rap. I mean, it's out. Like you can get it on my site, but I ain't. I didn't do like the official like Yeah. It's coming up. It's coming up, man.
Hard.
You know what I mean?
That
like
shit
shout
is
out.
tough.
Appreciate it, man. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta get these ideas out, man. You know what I mean? Ideas stay stuck in your head.
You might need to take a truckload of sweatshirts up to PG County, man.
Oh no, it's a no.
I mean, it's
happening. No,
real.
Trust. It's happening.
All right.
I'm going back home with the for
Joe
sure.
Joe gonna come back with a couple stacks in his pocket, man.
I ain't rapping no more, son. I'm selling this merch.
I got these hoodies.
I got these hoodies though.
These hoodies is popping. Y'all can rap your ass
right. Y'all can bullshit with rap if you want.
For real.
Yeah, man. So
all right.
That's what's up.
Keep man.
Dope.
Yeah, man. Just keep the ideas coming, man. Don't let them die, man. Don't let them die in your head. Don't let them die, man. Man. You gotta get them out. So that's it. That's it, man.
Joe, thank
Keep
you,
pushing, man. Thanks for having me, man. This was great, man.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah, man.
And like we said, you got to open invitation for March 8th.
Oh no, I'm back. I'm back.
Anytime. Sunday night, this is when shit starts, So you just got to be ready to deal with Monday morning, whatever that is.
Man, exactly.
Hey, PTO.
Yeah. That's what it's for. That's what it's for.
Call it late at least.
PTO,
something.
You know what I'm saying? Work from home.
There you go. Work from home.
Air quotes. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure, man. Yeah, man. This is great, man. Appreciate you guys, man. For sure.
Appreciate you, man.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, Joe.D Music everywhere.
We about to get in these joints.
We're about to get in these joints. Episode 243,
I believe.
244.
Oh, what are we?
Oh shit! I just forgot too, Joe. This is our 200th interview session. Speaking of celebrations,
Joe.D is
2 years. 2 years on Kairos. 1 month on Alphonsa. 200th episode.
200.
That's the Prosecco. Yo, milestones, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's crazy, man.
That is crazy. I forgot to tell you that.
That's
200th interview session.
Damn.
It's actually our 200. It's actually our 435th something piece of content, but we break up the mix shows are just like episode 240 whatever, and then we do the interview sessions and they're not numbered, so we kind of had this weird dual kind of countdown thing that I guess we do with the episodes, which is actually in hindsight I'm glad we did it that way because it makes it provides more landmarks and special things to talk shit about. Yeah. So,
we going into episode 243, home.
243. All right. Episode 243. You can check joints off Alphonsa and all kinds of other new joints. Yeah. And that's it.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man.
We are the guard.
All right. Southern Vanguard Radio, southernvanguard.com. DJ John Doe.
Yes, sir.
Cappuccino Meat. Shouts out to our guest Joe.D. We about to get into these joints. Get ready. Sir. Episode 243 comes at you now. Let's do it.
Peace.
Peace.
Gone.